everybody, this is Pretty for Gray Muse today. I am here to showcase the new release for Gray Muse, the enamel pen release for January 2020, and this is a beautiful release with some beautiful encouraging enamel pens and just enamel pens with images. And also it has this release also has a couple of keychains as well, and I will show them all to you. This bowl is full of beautiful pens, and this is, so here we go. So this is the first one. The first one says define yourself, and I'm telling you friends, it's a wonderful one. It's there's a line at the bottom which strikes off the comments, the likes, and the follower sign, and it's so true. We get so carried away by so many things from social media, but this pen reminds us that we define ourselves and not anything else and nobody else. Here's another pen, and this pen actually says, I'd rather be crafting club lifetime member. And that's so true. I would rather be a crafting club member any day versus any other club. It's such a beautiful place to be. This little pen here, it's a heart ribbon pen, and it says loved myself, and here's Mishti, my dog, modeling it on her bandana. It's a very beautiful pen. It is it's gold with pink, and it's just very well done. And this pen here, this says, please do not talk to me, I'm just here for the food. That is so funny. I mean, this really cracked me up when I saw this pen. I couldn't stop laughing, and I was showing this to my husband, and I was laughing about it too. Here's another pen. There are two of these pens. I mean, two of these in the sense that two colors. One is a rose gold, and the other one is just regular gold. It's a scissor. A scissor has a very antique looking scissor. It's really pretty. I would love to own a scissor like this in real life. It's just, and if you are a sewer and you love to sew, this is a lovely pen to have in your collection. And this pen here, this is another beautiful pen, and it says, let me read it to you. It says, there are people less qualified than you doing the things you want to do simply because they decide to believe in themselves. How true. I mean, we just shut ourselves down and don't give it a shot because we're not so sure about ourselves. So that's a very good reminder. Here's another cute pen. It's just a rose, pink rose with the red. And this is another pen, and the code on this pen is by Rumi, and it's a beautiful pen. It's a black with gold gold lettering, and here's my daughter wearing it on her beanie. Now, those of you who don't know who Rumi is a Persian poet in the 13th century, and he has some really beautiful poems that he has written. And this particular pen, it reads, oh my goodness, where is it? Okay, it reads, the beauty you see in me is a reflection of you. So beautiful. And really, you can give this to your loved one for Valentine's Day, or even to your friend who makes a big difference in your life. So that's really a beautiful pen. And also, to remind you, there are stickers available in the Gray Muse store for this pen as well. So that's a good one to have too. Here's another pen. This is a fountain pen. I don't know if you're familiar with that term. They are pens which take like ink in them, like liquid ink in them, that you pour into it and you use it to write. You don't see these kind of pens very much nowadays, but that's what that pen is. Here's another simple pen which just says Scrapbooker. So if you're a scrapbooker, this will be a good pen to have on your apron or something like that. And this pen here is a beautiful card, like a work card, crafter's card. It's a very pretty pen. This pen at the moment is sold out at the store. It will be back in stock in February, end of February sometime. So at that point, it will be wonderful if you could go back and take a look at this pen and get yourself this pen. It's a really beautiful, colorful pen. And if you are a crafter like me, this is a good addition in your pin collection. And this is a beautiful pin as well. It says, I can't keep calm, I have anxiety. Oh my goodness, this is so true to me. I can never keep calm because I'm always anxious about so many things. So this pin is a wonderful one for me. And here are the two keychains that I talked about earlier. One of the keychains says eat, sleep, plan, repeat, and the second keychain says 2020 best year ever. And I'm going to take this out of this package so I can show you how the keychain looks. So this that's how it is. And this keychain reads 2020 best year ever, and it's a planner. It's a navy blue planner with gold work on it, and then there's also a little bookmark hanging out of it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. It's a beautiful little purple bookmark right under that book. And here it is, my daughter wearing one of the keychains on her pant hooks, and my other daughter on her backpack as well. So those are the two keychains, and these are all the enamel pins released in this new release. I hope you go to Gray Muse store and take a look at this and get yourself some beautiful pins. Now I want to mention all of these pins do come with this black rubber bag. Sometimes if you're using these pins on some objects where you move a lot, for example on your clothing or your bag, those black things may pop out. So in the store there are metal pin bags which actually lock when you put behind, so then that doesn't move anywhere. I'm sorry, I don't have one to show you right now, but maybe next time. And this is another product I want to show you. It's a hoop actually, and it's there's a cloth inserted into it, a beautiful sparkly black cloth with stars on it, and all you do is you can put your pins on it to display in your craft room or whatever space you have where either you work or just any space. You can just put it onto onto this, and then you can just put the backer on it and display it into your craft room just like that. There's also this corkboard here. This is a padded corkboard, and it's around 1/4 of an inch thick, so it's not very thick. And all you do is you take the pin, and then you take the back of the pin, and then you push the pin prong, the prong of the pin into it, and it should stay. And you wouldn't use the back on it because, again, as I said, it's quite thick, so the pin just stays inside the thickness of the corkboard itself. Now I sometimes like to use this pin in a different way as well on a corkboard, like a memo board. For example, if you have a memo board which is a corkboard, for example, you can just write a note to yourself, or if you're leaving a note to your loved one or to whoever, you just, of course this is a post-it, you wouldn't use a post-it note if it's just a regular paper. You just put it on the corkboard, and then you take a pen and you use it like you would use a paper pen or a push pin on a corkboard. Obviously enamel pins looks beautiful than a paper pen would look, so that's another way to use the pen. Or you could just use this board just to display your pin. So either of them to display your pin would work. So those are all the products that I have to showcase for you today from Gray Muse. I hope you loved watching this, and I really hope you are getting ready to go to the store and buy these beautiful enamel pins and share it with your loved ones. Here's another picture of my daughter showcasing some of the pens. And I'll hope to see you next time. Please be sure to subscribe to the Gray Muse channel and give us a thumbs up if you like this, and see you next time. Bye bye.